What's going on, guys? Welcome to Own the Chaos. My name is Brad Smith and I'm your host on this show, and we talk about everything over-the-counter stocks. And if you're not aware of what over-the-counter stocks are, these are stocks that are not traded on the New York Stock Exchange. It's a very volatile environment, but that's why we love it. And I'm here to help you try to understand them and see how they work, and in hopes that it can somehow change your life and make you a better trader. So, and with that, we're going to segue into today's topic, which is one of our members who turned a little over $600 into over $11,000. So we had over $10,000 in profit on just a very small position, and that's why I love the OTC, and that's why I try to encourage people to not be so afraid of it, because there is money to be made here, and just the amazing perseverance and the amazing patience that this individual had was fantastic. And this is like one of my favorite types of videos to do, is to reach out or to highlight one of our members within our group, and it's because I don't want the light to always be shining on me. I always like to be able to show people that what we teach here and what we try to achieve actually works in the real world, and it's not just me touting about how I make all this money based off of just my trades alone. So I always like to shout out folks who've made some outstanding, I can't talk today, made some outstanding gains, or just done some really good work within the group. And so if you're not familiar with him, his username within our group is Tie-Dye Dragon. And if you're not part of our group, if you're new to this channel, welcome. We do network with like-minded individuals in Discord. We are WeTrade HQ. We have more than just OTCs, but for all intents and purposes, this is the OTC chat we're talking about. But WeTrade HQ, if you're interested in joining WeTrade HQ, the link is in the description. We're on Facebook, as well as getting ready to open up our own platform. And so if you, I don't know if I mentioned it, Tie-Dye Dragon is his username within the group, and he made an enormous amount of money on one particular stock, and that was LRDR. So I'll go ahead and break that down, kind of give you his thoughts a little bit on the whole thing, and let you know the thought process on how he was able to be successful on that trade. So as always, though, if you are new to my channel, at the end of my live feeds, I always like to answer questions. So if you want to ask questions here within the chat here, I'd be happy to answer those for you, and we'll go ahead and get started. So I just want to welcome some folks in as they trickle in here. Dylan, Sile, is that Sile or Silly? I don't know. Julie, as always, what's going on? Damien, Lavid, I think that, Miguel, yeah, I know who you are. Jack, welcome, guys, glad to have you here. Grab a beer. That is like the best name ever. Grab a beer. I mean, can you come up with a better one? That's pretty awesome. Dave Potter, Ryan, aloha, buddy. Yeah, so all right, let's get started. So I'm going to go share my screen here with you real quick. So LRDR, now they kind of give you the thought process of Tie-Dye Dragon. He got in, and I want to kind of emphasize this as well, that this was another Joseph Okaro stock. I know that I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about these Joseph Okaro stocks and what they're capable of doing and what this guy does. I don't know how he does it. All I know is that I follow the money when he's in when he is a part of something. And so anytime there's a Joseph Okaro stock involved or any kind of relation, I'm always intrigued and my interest is piqued. So this was another one, and Tie-Dye got into this at I believe he said it was 0017, and I have to look back on the thumbnail that I made for you guys, but 0017 I think was his entry point, with just 600 bucks. Okay, and now he's been holding it all this time because he's stuck to his plan, and he knew the potential that LRDR had based off of historical runs with any Joseph Okaro stock. Again, a CYPE comes to mind as of recent. They just merged with a company in Africa and went from under a penny, I think it was around a half a penny, to highs of 60 cents. I mean, good God almighty. So this looks like it could potentially be on its way there. the way that this has been trending. And this is another one too. So I like BB Stock is in our group as well. That's his username. If you're not familiar with him, I would certainly get to know him a little bit within our group. He's just an invaluable asset that we have, and just a plethora of knowledge that he provides. But interestingly enough, he pointed out that this formation here, and if you're not familiar with this platform, I'm using TradingView to do technical analysis here. It's not too many patterns that you can find and rely on within the OTC, but this was pretty unmistakable. It's what's called a cup and handle formation. So what happens here is that it's actually this pattern is actually shaped like a cup. If you can see this here, if you can try to loosely imagine a cup, that's what this is. This is a cup pattern, and then this is the handle here. This is a daily chart. So if you're looking at this handle, once it gets through this handle here, usually it has some sort of pop, some sort of run. And I like BB Stock's been kind of beating his fist on the table about this pattern here. And lo and behold, today we saw 52-week highs. It went well above 3 cents today. A lot of people who have been in this have been really excited and really happy about it. There are, there's certain DD out there that is leaning towards a possible merger. For those of you who are familiar with Joseph Acaro stocks, that's kind of like what he likes to do. That's his MO. He raises these shells up in order to merge them with some other company. So it's pretty amazing what we've been able to see. There have been plenty of times where you could have made plays in this. Look at this ascending channel here. It's just fantastic right there. That's a beautiful ascending channel. And then this is that cup and handle. So there's plenty of times where people could have gotten in and made money on this, no matter how long you planned on swing trading it. But kudos to Tie-Dye for sticking to his plan, as I always try to stress to all of you guys. Let me switch back here, to stick with your plan and never deviate from that based off of somebody else's opinion, and stick to your guns. If you see the potential there, then go for it. I didn't personally get into LRDR ever, and now that I look back on it, I was probably kind of an idiot for not doing so. But the other tough thing was that this is considered a DTC chill stock. So for those of you who have TD Ameritrade, you weren't able to purchase this stock, but if you have E-Trade, you can. I'm sure there's probably other platforms that allow you to purchase DTC chill stocks, but TD Ameritrade unfortunately was not one of them. It's one of the very few restrictions that TD Ameritrade has. But either way, this is just a plan that Tie-Dye Dragon had, and got in at 0017, and that's why I love the OTC. You don't need $10,000 and $12,000 positions to make this kind of money. I've said it before. You take a little bit of money and we can make a lot with it. And I always suggest that you have that $1,000 to $3,000 little nest egg to start out with. That way you're not frustrated with these tiny little gains. I saw somebody who was trading in another group who was really excited. They went from $50 to $300 in like 4 months, and maybe that's what their goal was, and I applaud them for being very proud of themselves for being able to get to that point. But for me, and I think for the majority of people, that would be really frustrating and probably not worth it in the long run. And they were using a Robinhood account, which is fine. If that's what they want to do. But for me, like, I want to be able to actually make trading for you guys who are willing to learn this a game changer, as it was for me. Somebody took the time to help me learn how to trade and didn't ask for anything in return, and this is kind of my way of just being able to pay it forward to a certain extent. And since my life was changed, I want to change the lives of others, and it's been pretty fantastic. So that's just why I love the OTC. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, hey, I made $1,000 off of it while risking $10,000. I just think that's ridiculous. That's just my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that will disagree with that, but I'd much rather risk $1,000 and maybe lose out a little bit, but have potential for a $10,000 win, just like Tie-Dye here. and it happens all the time in the OTC. You just have to be careful with your trades and know what you're looking at. And all of us within WeTrade HQ help with that. And it's pretty awesome community. So if you are joining me for the first time, I highly encourage you to join WeTrade HQ. We are a community that is fast growing. We're working on 1,800 members, and we've only been getting this platform started for about 2.5 weeks now. It's been amazing, the growth that we've seen so far. Also, if you are not registered for WeTrade HQ platform that we are building a social network of like-minded individuals, traders, not just OTC, but Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Vin's gonna get on me for that one probably, but cryptocurrency, futures, options, forex, whatever you trade, whatever you are good at, whatever your niche is in, we are going to have that available for you, and you're going to be able to talk with other people who are trading similar stocks. We have over 20,000 different forums that you can use based off of whatever ticker it is that you're looking to trade, so you can get into contact with people who might also see value in whatever stock you guys are in, or maybe thinking about getting in, and just have a discussion about it. And not only that, but there's going to be learning platforms on there if you're brand new to trading, so that we can help you learn and grow and be a valuable part of the community, and so, or be a more valuable part of the community. So I just can't wait to get that started. We are very, very close to going live with that, and so looking forward to it. I'm so excited about it, so can't wait. So anyway, that's my spiel about it. I'm just looking through here to see if there's any questions. Someone asks, Peter, how do you generally know that Joseph is involved? Where do you spot this? So that's a very good question. So let me go ahead and go back to sharing my screen with you here real quick, so I can show you. So OTC Markets is one of the resources that you would go to find something like that. So let's go ahead and just look up LRDR. Oh shoot, I think I just pushed the wrong button. I think I hotkeyed it. I did. Look at that. See, I'm on top of it. LRDR. I gotta change that so you guys don't make fun of me again, or I make fun of myself. So LRDR, if you're in OTC Markets, you would go to Company Profile, and it should say that, there he is. This is Jay Acaro. Joseph Acaro is the CEO of LRDR, or Laredo Resources. And yeah, so here you go. You can scroll down. You can see Joseph Acaro is the CEO. Pretty simple. So that answers your questions there. Hope that was helpful. OTC Markets is the place to go whenever you're looking for information on a particular stock that you want to do due diligence on. Not all the information might not be there. Some of it might be incomplete based off of their status. If they're not current with their information, you might have to do some further digging, but always go to OTC Markets first just to see what's there. Earliest recap I've ever seen. Nah, I've done some recaps after that too. After 4 o'clock, I got some work to do this evening and baseball game to coach, so I'm trying to knock this out early for you guys. So I hope that's okay. All right. Do you know when he got in? So yeah, grab a beer. I can't get over that. Yeah, he got in at 0017 was his price point that he got in at. 0017. I'd have to do the math loosely. I think it's somewhere around 300,000 ish shares, 335,000 shares, maybe somewhere around there. And it's just been riding this wave the whole time. Jason, thanks for donating to my channel, $10. I appreciate that, man. Always like to shout out those folks who donate to my channel and just show me support. I really do appreciate that. Love it a lot. Please do more videos live at this time. I think I like to alternate it a little bit. There's been a lot of people that like to have my videos a little bit later, at like 6:30 or later Eastern time. And as you pointed out, Peter, it's nice for you. So maybe I'll do that. I know that it's probably not good for my algorithm on YouTube to be a little bit more inconsistent, but I'd like to be able to reach all of you during my live streams at some point during the week, so that you can ask away. AAGC. Yeah, AAGC was an amazing stock today. It was crazy. It had lows of, I think, 26, almost 25 if I'm not mistaken, and it closed all the way up at 0035. It was a wild day for AAGC. Again, that's one of the stocks that I have to watch for the month of June. So we are waiting to see what else they have in store for us now that they have their new CEO and they're moving in a different direction. And yeah, 40s tomorrow, that would be amazing. Would really be amazing. The caveat emptor listing doesn't worry me anymore because it's under new leadership. So I think that, and there's plenty of instances where caveat emptors do run. FRFS is a good one to, off the top of my head. So yes, there is cause for concern to an extent on caveat emptors in the OTC, but it's not the end all be all. Okay. Did CMGO date get pushed back? So CMGO, if you're just tuning in, CMGO was one that we've been following that I'm still in. You know, right now I'm riding free shares, just looking to see what is going to come of it. They're still in talks of settlement, so they have until July 30th to come up with some kind of decision, or else they will have to push back the date. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to take nearly that long. I think that both parties are looking to come to some sort of agreement or settlement date, and I'm just waiting to see what my free shares are going to do at this point. So I hope that answers your question. Trade zero for somebody's just answering questions. Well, that's good. I don't have to answer that for you because I wouldn't know the answer to that one. Do you have thoughts on NNRX? I don't know. So Matt, if you want to reach out to me in like a direct message, throw me some due diligence on that, and then I can look over it with you. I know of NNRX. I know a lot of people are in that. I just haven't taken a closer look at it. It looked like it was a pretty fat stock. And if you're not familiar with what a fat stock is, it's just something that has a lot of shares, takes a lot of volume to move it. And usually that's one of the types of stocks that I tend to stay away from. Not to say that I don't trade them every so often, but that's usually not one of the first types of stocks I go to. So I'll check it out if you just don't mind sending me some sort of due diligence on that so we can go over it together. Personally think SODE performed okay today. There's talks of being thrown around that it has the dollar potential. So you see same potential? I mean, the way that this thing trades, I don't think it'll take much at all for it to get to a dollar. SODE, again, there was one that I was shouting out to you guys yesterday that I think was one to watch for. I'm personally playing that, so I'll just go ahead and disclose that to you as well. But yeah, I mean, I think it had a pretty good day. It had highs of about, I think it was 33.5 or so, 33 cents, a little over 33 cents, but had highs of today. And I think that we're going to continue to see some catalysts come out for that. There seems to be a lot of commotion over it, and hype is always a good thing. One way or the other, hype can make you money. And I don't think that that's the end of the story for SODE. I think it's holding these levels for a reason. I think it's a quality stock. It just needs some more attention, some more volume in order to make it a little bit more liquid, and then I'll probably be a lot happier with it. So, it's one of those things where it was. I just wanted to see where it would go. Like I said, I didn't put tons of money into it, but it was one of those things I just kind of wanted to see. Okay, this looks like a good opportunity that I'm not sure I want to miss out on. So, decided to just based off of the information that I found, take the position on that. And we'll see what happens in the next few days. All right. Is there any way to find reinstatements earlier via the Nevada sites? I wish there was. I actually am working with Jake, my partner for WeTrade HQ, on maybe talking to some of the more popular Secretary of States that we research to see if there's something that we can maybe, I don't know, partner with on, creating some sort of scanner for the Secretary of State. I don't know. I don't want to get your hopes up, but it's something that we're definitely working on and that we're aware of. And just want to let you know that it is on our radar. And believe me, nobody wants something like that more than myself. So stay tuned. I'll update you on something as soon as I know. All right. So how do you scan for low float stocks? So I'll just touch on this. This is the last question I'll answer for you guys. Equity feed is how I find these stocks. Equity feed is the best scanner that I think money can buy. It's not cheap, but I think it pays for itself month in and month out. And I have videos on equity feed. If you go back and through my channel and check those out, it by far and large pays for itself every month. And if you're interested in equity feed, I do have a link down in the description. You can sign up for equity feed and use my referral code. It's just simply Brad Smith, and you get 10% off your subscription. They don't pay me to say that or anything like that. It's just you get 10%, I get 10%, and everybody's happy. Everybody has a good day, and it's just a referral code. That's all it is. Affiliate link. So all right, guys. So want to wrap that up with this. I don't usually give out a whole lot of life lessons, but something personal happened over the last couple of days, and I just wanted to say to be careful who you burn bridges with. It's not me attacking anybody or anything like that, but I always like to build relationships to the fullest, and I think that that's reflecting in our group, and I think it's reflecting in how we carry ourselves within our group. There's just very little negativity within our group, and everybody's so willing to help each other out. And I don't want to pat myself on the back, because I know it's not just me, because it takes all of you to be able to do that. But seriously, when you look through platforms such as Investors Hub or even Twitter or wherever else, it's so easy to hate on somebody else via text message or via social media, right? But it's just amazing, and maybe I'm crossing my fingers and knocking on wood that we haven't experienced that really ever. And I can only attribute that to you guys and how you carry yourselves, and I'm just proud of what we've built up to this point, and I can't wait for the future of We Trade HQ and Owning the Chaos and this channel. So kudos to you guys. I love you all, and check out all the links in the description if you're looking to follow me on social media. I'd be glad to have you aboard. And that is all I've got for you guys today. So yeah, as always, I will see you all before the bell. And B Smith is out. Take it easy, team.